And welcome to Mr. Rock's, not Mr. Rock's, Cody Norman's 30th birthday celebration. With your host, Mr. Rock. Hope everyone's doing wonderful out there in the wonderful world of YouTube. Um, I just need a few minutes to set up, so I'm going to make sure that I actually get. Um, so, yeah. Um, Hope everything sounds well. So, yeah. But like I said, I just need a few minutes. I'm grabbing some stuff for his obituary and all that. So that's going to be linked. And also, I'm trying to also get one of his closest friends to come. So, but yeah, I hope everyone's doing well out there. But yeah, I just need a couple minutes to literally still set up. Like I said, right now I'm trying to get his obituary. Damn, is this ever hard to get? Okay, we got his obituary now. That should be coming in chat. Just a few minutes. So, I'm also going to pin it. Pin message. So, there we go. Because that's what this video is for. So, yeah. This is about Cody Norman, who died last year. He was born March 29th, 1994 to April 18th, 2023. He was my old roommate, my close friend for 25 years. And yeah, um, like I said, I was also trying to get his, Preston in, so hopefully he shows up soon. Because Preston, Cody, me, Eldon, um, we're kind of like the boys of summer, and we lost one of our boys last year. Um, so this story literally goes straight to the early 1997, 1998 when I first met Cody. in a way. Um, so yeah, but like I said, today's not a day for Mr. Rock. Today's a day for Cody. But yeah, so we start from 1997, 1998. I can't remember exact year necessarily, but I remember it was summertime of that year. Um, I met Cody at a bar actually. So um, my dad literally was doing a drug deal in a way. He was buying drugs off of Cody's dad. So I literally had to stand beside a pool table. Um, so I'm standing there. 20 minutes goes by in a way. My dad's waiting patiently, like getting agitated. I remember him literally bickering, going, "Is he going to show up? What the hell?" Shows up about 20 minutes later in a way. There's this kid literally like all hyperactive, like everything else. Toddler in a way goes running into the bar. He runs around the pool table about 3 times. This is Cody. Goes and runs around the pool table about 3 times in a way. And technically, I'm still standing there, thinking to myself, "Oh my goodness, what's this kid on? What? Why is he acting like this?" And and I remember technically looking back in a way, thinking nothing about it, you know. And then technically, Cody goes and picks up the pool cue, starts swinging around like a Star Wars frickin' lightsaber in a way. And all of a sudden, I just feel this crack, like a crack at the back of my frickin' neck and head area. And Cody actually hit me in the head with a pool table. And I just literally turned around and I just looked at him like I had like an evil stare. And Cody's crying his eyes out. He's bawling and everything else. At this time, I didn't even know what his name was at the time, but he's bawling his eyes out and everything else. And technically, like the drug deal was still going on between my dad and Cody's dad Keith. So that was still going on. But yeah, and then I literally tell Cody tell the kid to go put the pool cue like down, and we're gonna have a talk. So he literally says, "I'm sorry, I'm so sorry," in a way like he's crying. He can't really say sorry, so he's saying sorry, sorry. But yeah, I remember him saying that. I'm sorry. But yeah, so he was literally saying that because he was just like a toddler, so he couldn't really talk. And then I asked him, "What was your name?" And he couldn't even say his name properly, actually. His dad literally said his name, and that's how I knew who he was. But he would say, "CODY, CODY," you know? And yeah. Um, and I literally said, well, technically, whoever, CODY, um, you know, if you do that again, well, there's going to be consequences. And everything else, because like he hit me pretty hard in the back of the head with the pool cue for a toddler, you know. But yeah, um, now after that story, in a way, we go on to literally like the next week in a way. We're literally hanging out in a way, and I still remember this story because technically it's a bad one. I'm not going to literally say it. I'm not going to literally go for shits and giggles, but it's a bad one. I'm hanging out with a lot of like teenage kids in a way at the time. I was about maybe 8, 9 years old in a way at the time. I was hanging out with the teenagers, trying to be like cool and everything else. But yeah, um, so a lot of you guys don't know, but back in the olden days, every teenager slash young adult had a gun, pretty much. So I was hanging out with them. They seen Cody's size, so they wanted Cody to steal cars. So they literally put a gun towards both me and Cody in a way and told us to steal cars for them. I knew that I did wrong. Don't get me wrong, but that's just the way how things were. The younger kids always want to hang out with the older kids, but the older kids literally took advantage. So me and Cody did literally steal a few cars for um, a couple teenage kids. I'm not going to say names, but yeah, we would literally hotwire the cars. They would drive off, and that was literally something that I know Cody didn't want to do very well, but it's just something that literally did get done. Eventually, me and Cody would literally start selling drugs in a way. You know, we would sell drugs around the neighborhood here and there for the teenagers. You know, and that was just the way how it was. You know, back in the olden days, there was no literally like, oh, you know, you kids can't sell drugs. It was more like, you better sell drugs or you're gonna die. You know, so we did that off and on. Then like that was literally between my tour, like going on tour with my dad and my mom. Each time I seen Cody, we would actually literally sell drugs or hotwire cars or stuff like that. That was just the way how it was, you know, especially back then. Um, um, but yeah, and then I think 2001, 2002. I'm trying to remember exact year it was. Cody moved away from the neighborhood. You know, I think he was living somewhere, I can't remember, but he was living in the same area as me, and then he moved away. Like I was living on Pritchard, and I was living on Pritchard. Then I moved to Selkirk Avenue at the time. You know, and that, right around the same time that I met Cody. But at the end of the day, yeah. Um, and then I went on tour with my dad. I still remember it. I went on tour with my dad. Came back in a way, and my mom told me Cody moved out of the neighborhood. Never seen, heard of him for about almost 10 years. It was like a ghost the next time I seen him. And the next time I seen him, Preston was there. So if Preston's watching, um, he can vouch for this. So so the year was probably 2012. The next time I seen him, you know, and I'm literally playing crib with Dan in a way, and Cody with his staff in a way. I think it was like this African American woman literally comes in with Cody in a way, and Cody literally freaking goes to the table where I'm sitting, and I'm just playing crib, and he literally sits down at the table, and he literally gives me a hard stare, like, and I remember literally saying this to Cody. I said, "What's your problem? Why are you staring at me so much?" He's like, "I know you," and I said, "Wait, how do you know me?" And then he literally tells me the story, you know, about like his dad and his mom and everything else. And like it was like I seen a ghost. It was like I seen a goddamn ghost. No joke. You know, coming through the day program. And I still remember that to this day when like him literally popping in and literally sitting down looking at me, and yeah, it was not something that I actually would literally ever believe that would ever happen. You know, to see a guy not for 10 years, pretty much, you know, come into your life again, you know, but it did happen, you know, and eventually, know, the day program that I was in was called Changes in a way, or Goals. I think it was called Changes slash Goals, something like that. I'm sort of still with them today. They literally changed their name, but it's still kind of the same stuff. I know Preston would disagree, but in my opinion, it's always been kind of the same stuff. We always literally, you know, treated like brothers. But yeah. Um, but and then like we would literally hang out quite a bit. I remember like we all went camping at what was it? Falcon Lake. Me, Preston, Cody, Eldon. We all went camping at Falcon Lake and everything else. That was like, well, I think a week or a weekend. I can't remember exactly how long it was, but it felt like a week anyways. But it was like a weekend or something like that, and we always had the time of our life. And that's one thing I could say about Cody. I might have talked about a little negative in a way at first, but at the end of the day, as he got older, he literally got a lot smarter, and technically, you know, as I would say about Cody, he was definitely an outdoors guy than indoors. You know, he loved his BMX, he loved everything. You know, but yeah, Cody became my roommate in 2014. I can't remember exact month in 2014, but I do remember he became my roommate in 2014. He lived with me for about a year or so. Um, but we had a lot of great memories in a way. Um, the one thing that I remember most about Cody and Preston, if Preston's watching, is that technically every freaking time that we played video games, in a way, for most times, we would literally go up to each other and go, all nighter, all nighter, all nighter, all nighter. And we would literally fucking pull 16 hours, like live stream, like not live stream, but like 16 hours straight of literally just playing like video games. We would play COD, we would play GTA, we would play Friday the 13th, um, we'd play Roblox, that hide and seek game. I know Cody used to love that game because we would get stoned and then each time that someone got found, we'll take another hit. That's how me and Cody used to play that game. And yeah, that was always freaking fun. So, um, but yeah, but even like Super Bowls, Grey Cups, sporting events. Me, Cody, Preston, Eldon, we literally like to get together. Sometimes Cody wasn't there for every sporting event, but he was there for some of them. You know, we would literally hang out and everything else, and we'll all be like a freaking family, pretty much. Getting stoned on marijuana, drinking to God knows when, you know, and just having a blast. And those are the moments I'm always going to cherish most, you know, about Cody, Preston, Eldon, you know, the rest of the boys. We always had a blast, you know. But yeah. Um, uh, but more stories about Cody. I remember one time I walked into a Walmart. Cody was filming this, so technically Cody was there. And I walked into a Walmart, and there's this freaking employee that was staring at a wall for over 20 minutes. Like, me and Cody were literally walking around the Walmart, and this guy's staring at a goddamn wall. So I totally tell Cody, hey, you might want to film this. And he literally says, why? I'm going to go up to that guy and say, do you guys sell walls at Walmart? And Cody's all like, no, you're not going to freaking do that. I said, watch me. So I go up to the guy, I tap him on the shoulder. I said, hey, do you guys sell walls at Walmart? Cody couldn't stop fucking laughing the whole entire time. He's literally freaking holding the phone. He's shaking the damn camera in a way, but he's literally laughing his ass off. And the freaking guy literally says, what's a wall? I don't know what a wall is. I'm going to go get my manager. So he goes and gets his manager in a way. And Cody even went freaking berserk laughing at the story. He couldn't freaking handle this anymore. He's literally laughing his ass off. He's literally freaking having a blast because we had a manager, we had the freaking employees. There's about literally freaking 3-4 employees trying to figure out a price on a goddamn wall at Walmart, which was hilarious. Until the manager literally came in and said, technically, we don't sell walls at Walmart. What? Why are you asking, do you sell wall? This guy's been staring at a wall for 20 minutes. He must know what the price of the wall is. And it was literally the most hilarious freaking thing. And I still remember it to this day. Like, Cody's just freaking having a blast, you know. And, you know. But there was also times where technically Cody would get pissed off. I remember one time Cody was really pissed off at me. And this was literally at 5:30 in the fucking morning as a roommate. And technically, I did this on purpose. I didn't do it by accident. I did it on purpose. And technically, Cody, if I didn't do it, you'd be in jail right now. So at the end of the day, you could thank me for it. But yeah, he's cutting up his fucking weed. The whole entire freaking place, and it's freaking like cold. It's cold in his room. The whole entire freaking place is smelling like freaking weed. So I go into Cody's room. I grab as many freaking cologne balls, because Cody literally had a cologne collection. I grab as many cologne balls. I just start spraying the shit out of Cody's room. All over. And I must have sprayed about 20 bottles of cologne just to try to hide that goddamn scent. And which technically, I'm going to be honest, it smelled like a freaking cheap hooker after I was done. But at the end of the day, yeah. I just sprayed, and Cody was so pissed off at me. He's like, get the fuck out of my room, get out of here, you fucking asshole. So I just leave. I wait until Cody calms down to literally let him know, you know, what has happened, you know. And yeah. So I tell Cody, and technically right after that, Cody gives me a big, huge ass hug. After I told him why I did it. He gives me the biggest hug. And Cody was never a hugger. Cody was never a fucking hugger. If you wanted to get a hug out of Cody, you literally had to do something out of respect to get a hug out of Cody. I always tried to hug him. He always used to frickin' push me and try to shove me around. But that day, he actually gave me a hug. And that's the reason why I remember that moment very well. You know, because it was like one of the first times that Cody's ever hugged me. But yeah, he hugged me because I literally saved his ass. Because we weren't allowed to have that much marijuana. Like, Cody literally had enough marijuana in this freaking room to pretty much sell to literally like 30 freaking people and then some. You know? And that's just the way how it was, you know? But yeah. Also, another reason why Cody moved out, in a way, is because of marijuana. So, Cody got busted with marijuana, and technically, Nancy and Jay were supposed to dispose of it, in a way, you know. And this was literally like close to $200 worth of weed, in a way. Nancy and Jay smoked the fucking weed. I caught them doing it. I went knocking on their fucking door. I could smell weed from a mile away. So I go knocking on their door. They open the door and they're giggling. And I tell Cody, I go knocking on Cody's door. I'm like, hey buddy, fucking those guys are fucking smoking your weed. He calls his mom. He's fucking pissed. He's pisser than hell. Like, if you literally freaking thought that he was pissed off at me for literally spraying perfume, holy shit was he fucking mad. I still think to this day that Cody still hates Nancy and Jay. You know, and that's who we were living with. Those were the people that we were living with. You know, we were clients in the house that Nancy and Jay owned. But at the end of the day, yeah. But yeah, he was pissed. And then technically, about 2 weeks later after that incident, he moved out. You know, and I kind of wish he never did move out in a way. I wish that incident never did happen. Because at the end of the day, it was kind of like losing a little brother. You know, we hanged out. We literally did shit together and everything else. But yeah, I do remember when Cody moved out. And also it was the last time I ever smoked anything. You know, when Cody moved away. We had one joint together, in a way, and yeah, and that was the last time I ever fucking smoked a joint ever again. Because right after Cody moved away, I had health problems like up the ass. I was not in the best shape. I'm still not in the best shape, but that's when my health started deteriorating, and I knew that I had to give up something, you know. And I actually gave up drinking for a bit. I gave up smoking in a way. It's still been 9 years since I smoked anything. I've always thought about smoking like a joint with Cody. I was actually going to do it last year in a way. I was actually going to smoke a joint with Cody. I was actually planning on it. I was going to smoke one for my birthday actually, but that didn't happen. Um, but yeah, people that Cody cared about the most. I'm going to go into that. He cared about Jordan. When Jordan literally died, Cody's heart broke that day. Um, he cared about Lily Bird. He wanted to marry her. I'm not gonna lie, he wanted to marry her, even though he says that he wasn't gonna marry her. In a way, he used to tell me that, so here and there. There was times that he would tell me, "Yeah, I'm gonna marry that chick one day." I wanted to have 3 kids. He wanted either 2 boys and or 2 girls and 1 boy, but he always wanted 3 kids. Um, and he wanted to live in a big house. That's what he said. He wanted to live in a big house and he wanted to live in the country. That's what he always told me. Fuck the city. I want to live in the country. And he was almost there. He was literally like building the house out in the country before he died. You know, like he literally had a dream. He had a goal, and it got crushed last year. Got fucking crushed, and I feel bad that it did. But there's nothing much I can do to, you know, or say to literally freaking be stressed about it. Um, but yeah, he cared about Jordan. He cared about Lily. He cared about me. He cared about you, Preston, if you're watching. He cared about Quinn from Day Program, who is deaf and also couldn't speak. I think. I I can't really remember exactly, but yeah, he cared about Quinn. He cared about Quinn a lot. I think out of any person at Day Program, Cody cared about Quinn the most. Same thing with me. I cared about Quinn. Same thing with Preston. He cared about Quinn. But I think Cody cared the most about Quinn. Like, if anyone even touched Quinn, Cody was there to fucking fight, you know? And that's just the way how Cody was, you know? Like, he cared a lot about people to the point where it was like, holy crap. And, yeah. And, uh, but he also did care about his mom and dad as well. I'm not going to say they didn't. And Hayden and Jeremy and all that, you know. But yeah, he cared about his family. But when it came to friends, me, Preston, Eldon, Lily, you know. But also another blow that why Cody literally went through depression in a way was when he lost Chop. Um, Cody literally had a dog named Chop because he was a big fan of GTA 5. No joke. He named his dog after Franklin's dog in a way, and I remember him being all excited. He's like, I got Chop from GTA 5, Frank. I got Chop. Your name's Franklin. I got Chop. I'm literally so happy. Because Franklin was Cody's favorite character in GTA 5. Hands down. You know, when we used to play, Franklin was his character. I didn't care for GTA 5, to be honest. You know, like the story mode and all that stuff. Even the online, you know, it kind of doesn't even feel like how GTA used to feel for me. You know, like GTA was all about the drug trade. You know, building your empire, building your businesses and all that. Yes, GTA Online started doing that eventually, but when it first came out, it was literally like, okay, you're doing jobs in a way, and you're robbing stores. That was the only way how you made money in GTA. You know, And I remember correctly, like when me and Cody used to play GTA, we would fuck over Preston. In a way, I'm sorry, Preston, but it's true. We would fuck you over by fucking putting our fucking cars near your fucking garage because we knew that you always come out of the fucking garage. You know, so we'll literally park like our big truck or a car literally right out there so that you can't get out. And I remember Preston getting so freaking frustrated. He's like, I can't get out, I can't get out. Me and Cody are freaking smickering and laughing our ass off because you couldn't get out. Meanwhile, all you have to do is just get out the freaking front door and just call it for your car, you know. But you always literally choose the garage. But yeah, because back in the olden days, it wasn't like automatic. You would literally have to have your garage. And I remember like that. And also another thing about playing GTA, I remember when technically we first learned about like money glitching in a way. And technically, like one of the first money glitches that me and Cody knew about was the freaking running around like an idiot in the freaking store. In a way, if you ran back and forth outside and inside the freaking store, in a way, it would money glitch and give you as much money as possible for the cash register. Preston was trying to figure it out, and technically, me and Cody figured it out right away. Preston's all like, "What the hell? What do you mean I'm running around like an idiot?" And me and Cody were freaking laughing. I'm like, "Just go back and forth." He's like, "Well, I don't know what I'm doing," and I just remember technically just laughing my ass off. But at the end of the day, also another thing about Cody, if he killed you in a video game, you always hear that freaking voice, "Ha ha!" Like that. That was Cody's voice. You know, so if you ever heard that in any Xbox Live Party freaking thing, you know, playing online, you know you got killed by Cody. You know, if it was COD, if it was GTA, if it was freaking Friday the 13th, or even Doom. We used to play Doom as well. If he killed you in a video game, you would hear it. That, ha ha! You know, and that's just something that I always treasure. I'm always going to remember that freaking voice. He was also a prankster. Don't get me wrong. Cody was definitely a prankster. You know, like he would steal my bag of chips, literally hide it on me here and there, you know, and be like, "Well, freaking Preston's got it." So I'll go up to Preston and be like, "Where's the hell's my bag of chips?" And then Cody will literally freaking go in the hiding spot, literally freaking grab the bag of chips, and then Preston and Cody would toss the bag back and forth. I'll be like, give me back my freaking bag of chips, you fucking assholes." But yeah, I do remember that, and yeah. Um, uh, so many great memories, man. So many great. Um, whew. But before he died, in a way, Cody wanted to get a Nintendo Switch. This was the original plan. Is that Cody was going to get a Nintendo Switch. He actually got a Nintendo Switch before he died. Just before he died, he actually got a Nintendo Switch. I was so goddamn proud. Because technically, the plan was me and Cody were going to play online on Nintendo Switch. Because technically, we're trying to move away from Xbox. In a way. That's why technically, I was literally pressuring Preston to get a Nintendo Switch. Because Cody was getting one. I was getting one in a way. I got mine in 2019. So I was literally trying to get people to literally play Nintendo Switch instead of Xbox. Because I was kind of getting tired and old for Xbox. But at the end of the day, yeah, he got an Xbox, and just before he died, I gave them 3 video games. In a way, I can't remember exactly what the 3 games were. I think one was a Mario Party game. Um, I think Super Monkey Ball, and some other game. I can't remember exactly what games they were. But I just remember him giving them freaking games, and he was so grateful. I've never seen a guy being so goddamn grateful in my life. Like, he was literally saying, "Oh my goodness, you're giving me games for free?" I'm like, "Yeah, Cody, it's your goddamn birthday." You know? And that was the last birthday present I ever gave them, was those Nintendo Switch games. And honestly, like, as I said, I wish I could have played online at least once with him on Nintendo Switch. One more day with Cody is all I asked. you know, but it never happened, you know. Just one more day, you know, go play pool, go to the club. And yeah, me and Cody used to go to the club. Anyway, I'll talk about that as well. So me and Cody used to go to the club almost every Saturday almost. Either he would, like every Saturday, Cody had something planned, pretty much. He would go to Wheelies, go to a club in a way, go to strip clubs, or something like that. We always had something planned every goddamn Saturday. And Cody would sometimes plan it out of the blue. He'll be like, hey, Frank, what? Let's go to a club. I'll be like, wait, what? Why? I got a couple chicks lined up. Okay, let's go. That's the way how it was with Cody. If he had chicks lined up, I would go. If he didn't have chicks lined up, I would think about it. You know? But yeah, me and Cody used to go to a little freaking, went to Palomino, how do you say that? Palomino Club a couple times. We went to Club 343 once. And everything else. And I still remember Cody's dance to this day. Cody always had the weirdest goddamn dance, but at the end of the day, it always made me laugh, and I'll actually even try to do it in a way. So this was Cody's dance. So he would start off going like this. He'll put his arm in the air and wave it like this, in a way, and then he'll go like that. Then he'll thrust, and then technically he'll swerve his arms like around like this. And this was Cody's dance. So I'm dancing for you, Cody. But yeah, that was Cody's dance. I might not be giving it justice, but yeah, I do remember that was Cody's dance at clubs. And I always thought it was quite weird, you know, but hey, he always got chicks. I'm not gonna lie about that. He always got chicks at clubs, you know. And I don't think there's ever been a time that he never got a chick at a club, to be honest. You know. And yeah. That was mostly almost every Saturday night. There was a few Saturdays that I didn't go with him. You know. But most Saturdays, yeah. We would go. You know. And yeah. Friday nights were usually all-nighters, usually though. You know. Preston would contact us saying, hey man, all-nighter, 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 all-nighter. And then we'll pull all-nighter. We'll sleep in for most of Saturday. And then Cody would get up and be like, hey man, you want to go to a club? You want to go wheelies? You want to go to a pool party? You want to go hang out? You know. And one time Cody invited me to a pool party in a way. And I still remember this moment because technically this almost came back to how me and Cody met. And I already said the story earlier, how Cody literally hit me in the back of the head with a pool cue, in a way. But, okay, so I go to a freaking pool party with Cody and everything else. It's at his freaking family's place and everything. And this kid's literally got this stick in a way. And he's literally waving it like a sword in a way. And everything. And this kid literally hits me in the back, just like Cody did. In the back of the head. And then Cody literally has a smicker on his freaking face. He's like, hey, old times literally do the exact same thing, huh? I wonder if you're gonna be his friend too. I'm like, oh wow. I don't remember the kid's name. I hate to say, I don't remember the kid's name at all. With Cody's family, his family was freaking huge. I remember some of the people, you know, like Ashley, Lamar, Shelly, Keith, you know, Hayden, Jeremy, and like that. But when it came to like other people, I barely knew them, you know, because that's the thing. Like Cody came from like a huge family, so for me to learn to keep track of like half the freaking people would be like me writing it in a book, you know. So, but I do remember technically the kid hit me in the back and Cody literally had the biggest smile on his face and everything else because technically, you know, that's how me and Cody actually met, you know, him and everything else. So, yeah. Also, another story where technically I want to talk about how me and Cody almost came close to death. So I'm going to talk about near-death experiences with Cody as well. And me and Cody had a few. So one time, me and Cody go to 7-Eleven in a way. And I had this big slurpy fucking jug in a way. And I told Cody, you know, I can't ride my fucking bike and hold a fucking slurpy jug. I'm off balance. And I try to explain, and honestly, the reason why I was off balance, and I've always been off balance for most of my life, is because I have a touch of vertigo. Um, so I literally try to explain that to Cody. Cody's like, come on, you could literally ride with this freaking thing. I'm like, no, I can't in a way. So I'm riding my freaking bike in a way, and he's carrying my freaking Slurpee jug. Anyway, we're literally riding. Cody's freaking going like way ahead of the freaking thing in a way. He's and everything else. He's like just pedaling, 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 and he's not even paying attention. He's got his music in his goddamn ears. Eventually, I get ahead of Cody. And I see this freaking car coming. I see this freaking car. And I'm literally waving at Cody. Stop! Stop, Cody! Stop! You know? Like, waving at him. Like, stop! You're gonna get us killed. Nope. What does he do? Bang! Fucking, me and Cody go fucking flying off our fucking bikes. In a way. In the middle of a fucking street. If this car didn't put the fucking emergency brakes on, me and Cody would have been dead that day. In a way. And I'm not joking. You know? My Slurpee literally freaking spilled all over the fucking place, but I didn't care about the Slurpee. I cared about our health. You know, we were banged up, scratched up, everything else, and yeah. But I still remember that moment, Cody. You know, how you almost freaking killed me. But at the end of the day, it's a good moment, and I know that's a moment that Cody treasured because technically, that's the way how you look at a brother. You know. You gotta go for the bad times as well. You can't always be all positive, you know, in life. There's always gotta be bad times, and that was a bad time. But technically, it's a time that you can look back at and freaking have a smile on your face, you know, that you literally beat death with your fucking little bro, you know. My mom's nickname for Cody was Pot Elf, in a way. She always used to call him Pot Elf because every freaking where he went, he always had pot on him. And Cody was short in a way. I wouldn't say he was tall, but he was short for his size. You know, I think he was about, what, 5'2" or 5 feet tall? Something like that. I can't remember exact height he was, but he was pretty short for his size. And my mom's nickname for him was Pot Elf, and technically everywhere he literally went, he used to freaking smoke both me, my mom, Preston, whoever, you know. We all used to freaking, like, smoke weed. So, yeah. But, yeah, that was my mom's nickname for him. Another time that technically freaking Cody almost got me killed, in a way, was technically, and I don't know how Cody fucking made it. I don't know how Cody made it. So technically, I came home from freaking Cody's freaking place in a way, because we went to Cody's place again. Came home. Cody's freaking drunk. He's drunker than a skunk. He shouldn't be on no bicycle at all, in a way. But he's riding his goddamn bike, and he goes right through a fucking red light, in a way, and he's trying to tell me to fucking come. And I'm like, no, Cody, no. And I still don't know how he fucking did it because there was a semi coming. Fucking full on speed. And I think technically someone was looking down on Cody that day. Because there's no freaking way that Cody should have made it, to be honest. But yeah, he literally almost got... And if I would have went when Cody said, I would have got killed. You know... And yeah, but Cody literally went, and technically he almost got killed that day, and I still literally went, holy shit, you know. So yeah, we literally had a few near-death experiences and everything like that. But yeah, and if you guys were wondering why there's 2 Pepsis here, one's for Cody, the other one's for me. I got a bottle of Jack Daniels here. I'm gonna have 2 shots. and at the end of the video, um, to literally honor Cody. One shot for me, one shot for Cody. But at the end of the day, I thought that would be more respectful, since Pepsi was his very favorite freaking pop drink of all time. I would say he was Pepsi boy. Yes, there was such thing as Pepsi man, but I would say he was Pepsi boy. Um, you know, like Cody was a con artist as well. I'm not gonna lie, he fucking conned people out of fucking things. And the biggest con that he fucking did was to Christian, our old roommate, in a way. Oh my goodness, I've never seen such freaking like stupidity in my life coming from Christian. In a way, I used to say, "What the hell are you doing?" Like Christian, Cody would charge Christian $10 for 4 cans, 4 of these, 4 cans of this. These cans are literally like 50 cents each, so $2 for $10, and he would charge him four for $10, and it was a occurring freaking thing. It wasn't like one time freaking thing. Like Christian would keep coming and keep coming, and Cody would go buy dope. That's what he would do. And I would tell Christian, stop freaking doing this. Go buy a case of pop, you know? And Cody's like, shut up. I remember Cody used to get freaking pissed off because Cody would literally try to calm people, you know, about that. I'm not gonna say he like he was a con man like as a bad thing, but at the end of the day, yeah, he was definitely a con man when it came to like doing that. Um, Also, another thing I remember of Cody, he loved to tag, like spray paint tagging and all that shit. He got busted for it one time. He spray painted a park and like right near our house. I literally said, "This is the most stupidest fucking thing you gotta be doing." But Cody got drunk and stoned one night, and technically he goes and spray paints the place. He almost got me in fucking involved because he literally says, "Well, technically, let's go outside," in a way, and I'm thinking that he wants to smoke a goddamn joint, you know. Like usual, we used to smoke up and everything. He goes and hands me a spray paint can. I put the spray paint can on the ground and I fucking walk away from him. Sure enough, 3 hours later, cops are at our fucking door. Cody gets a ticket, in a way. He never went to jail, but he always got tickets and all that. He got a ticket for it, and I still remember that. And because technically, like, if I would have stayed, I would have got busted as well. You know, and that's just the way how Cody was. Cody literally freaking did crazy shit like that. And I remember one of the craziest shits that I fucking did in a way, and Cody fucking filmed it. But I was trying to tell Cody that you could get high off of cinnamon. And he literally said, "No, you can't." I said, "Yeah, you can." And it's true. If you ever snorted fucking cinnamon in your fucking nose, you could get high. Because I used to be a crazy fucking teenager. I would try to fucking find anything to fucking feed my addiction in a way. So when they tried to ease me off of drugs, I would literally freaking go snort cinnamon or try to find any other spice to literally ease my freaking thing, you know. So Cody goes and fucking films me fucking storing cinnamon in my freaking nose. I don't know if that freaking video still exists. I know he uploaded to YouTube. I know he did. Because I remember seeing it one time, but I think the video got taken down years ago. It was only like a 10-second video. It was just me snorting cinnamon. And I literally said, "Cody, what the hell are you filming it for?" Because I didn't know he was filming it. I did not know he was fucking filming it. He's like, "Oh man, this is so fucking cool." And I'm like, "What are you doing with your freaking phone?" And then he shows me the video. I'm like, "Ah, you freaking little shit." He's like, "Well, this is so freaking cool. I did not know that you could freaking get high off of cinnamon." And yeah. And then eventually, like, because of me, Cody got kind of addicted to snorting cinnamon, you know? And he was fucking snorting because of me, because he wanted to get high. Like, if we didn't have drugs, that's what we would do. We would go into Nancy's freaking spice cabinet, in a way, and we'll fucking go in there and fucking be like, "Would this get you high?" "No, Cody." "How about this?" "Yeah." "How about this?" "No." "How about this?" "Yeah." And he's like, "How the frick do you know this?" "Well, experience." You know. And yeah, it was this freaking funny. So, and Uh, but like I said, I hope wherever Cody is, he's with Jordan, he's with Chop, and he's with his uncle. I can't remember his uncle's name. I know his uncle died a few years ago. I think in 2021 or 2022. I hope they're all together and they're having a fucking blast. You know. And my final words I ever said to Cody was sorry to bother you. But that's going to change today. Because, like I said, I got the glasses. I'm going to literally have a toast and say goodbye properly. Which is going to be hard. But yeah. But if Preston's watching and wants to share any memories, he can in chat. I don't know if he's watching or not. Um, but yeah. Uh, but with that being said, you know, I don't know if there's any more I can really say about Cody. Great guy. Knew him for 25 years. Yes, I got more stories to probably share, but at the end of the day, I'm probably going to leave it there in a way. I think I've said enough that I need to say in a way about Cody. So I'm going to literally pour myself 2 shots now. Uh, Here's to 25 years, Cody. And here's to see you soon. And this isn't a final goodbye. This is to the end. My best friend, in a way, I would probably say, or one of them, my best friends, I would say, you've been through a lot. And this drink goes to the the Haycock Norman family. Here's to you. With that being said, I want to thank everyone for coming out. It's going to be a tough day for me, in a way. But with that being said, I'll literally just go on one last little thing I forgot to say. And actually, I'm wearing it. Cody literally had one of the biggest hat collections I've ever seen. He had over probably about 200 hats, in a way. But at the end of the day, I forgot about that. And actually, I'm wearing it, so that's why I'm going to talk about it. But yeah, Cody literally always had hats. He would buy a hat almost every month. You know, $60, $80 hats. There was one hat I always wanted from him, but he never let me have it. And he had a Chicago Bulls 1993 championship hat. I always wanted that goddamn hat because I was a big Chicago Bulls fan, but he never let me have that hat, never let me touch that hat. But yeah, that was his prized possession. But yeah. Like I said, I want to thank everyone for watching this video. This was a hard one. I wasn't sure how long this video was going to be necessarily. Um, but like I said, tomorrow I will be doing top 20 WrestleMania matches, like top 20 best, top 20 worst that I feel. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later, everyone. Sorry for the burp.